Today, our group will be discussing driverless tractors, which are a form of autonomous technology that is considered driverless because it operates without a person inside the tractor. The idea of the driverless tractor was first presented in 1940, but really started to take off in the past couple of years. The tractors use GPS and wireless technology to farm without the need of a driver. They operate with a supervisor, monitoring the progress at a control station from a lead tractor with a driver. Current leading manufacturers are John Deere and Case IH.
So some advantages of the driverless tractor are that they can be ran 24 hours a day, night or day. This will really help the farmers get things done. The tractor will be able to work in the field 24 hours where the farmer normally wouldn't, and it would allow the farmer to get so much more done. Another advantage is that the driverless tractors will reduce the workload and stress on farmers. A big thing is that there will be more accurate and straight rows in the field, and sometimes when it gets dark and a farmer gets tired, they can go over what they have already done in the field, and that problem will be eliminated with the driverless tractor. The farmer also doesn't have to sit in the tractor while it is planting or spraying or tilling the soil, where in a standard tractor they would. The farmer will now be able to get more done in their field. So some disadvantages of the driverless tractor is that they are relying on satellite and GPS to drive on the road. The issue of hackers hacking into the tractor and controlling where it goes and doing something bad with it is a concern people have. Also, the simple problem of a sensor going bad can cause the tractor to steer off route and do something that could result in a bad accident. Another disadvantage is that employment in the ag industry will decrease. Farmers won't have to hire farmhands to drive the grain cart, for example, because the tractor will be able to do it without having someone on it driving. This does make less jobs available for people. People's jobs are being taken over by robots.
Some ethical issues we came across dealing with driverless tractors are liability and hackers. The liability and the hackers can both become an issue together dealing with these driverless tractors. These tractors have sensors on the front that will detect something running out in front of it and will sensor it to stop. But if a hacker gets into the system and messes with the sensors, and a kid jumps out in front of the tractor and runs them over, then there rises a liability issue that companies may have not thought about. Hackers can also become an issue and mess with any part of the tractor system. An example would be the hacker hacking into the system and turning the tractor off without the farmer knowing it, or getting an alert on their tablet that these things have happened. These farmers can control the tractors with their tablets from anywhere, but if a hacker gets into the system, whether it be through the tractor or the system on the tablet, these farmers wouldn't know if the tractor's turned off or if they have moved to a field that has already been done. Other ethical issues that Kate touched on was employment in the agriculture industry will decrease since farmers won't need to have a hired hand anymore because of the technology coming out with driverless tractors.
The concept of self-driving tractors have been around since the mid-1900s. It wasn't until the millennium where this technology was able to make this concept a reality. Many companies have made attempts at perfecting the self-driving tractor, but there are only a handful that have paved the way. To name these innovators, we have John Deere, Autonomous Tractor Corporation, and Case IH in development with autonomous solutions. John Deere is a name that is most commonly thought of when consumers think farming equipment. A company that has been holding strong for 180 years, it is no wonder that they have this effect. Although in works earlier, 2014 became the year that John Deere was able to gain major endorsements in making a transition from manual tractors to driverless.
As labor costs rise, especially in California, autonomous tractors could lower labor costs, but according to Craig Schultz, co-founder and CEO of Autonomous Tractor Corp., they farmers are a pretty cautious bunch, which is understandable. Jorge Herod, co-founder and CEO of Blue River Technology, has been using autonomous products and says that it has been doing pretty well, not only because it's an alternative to scarce farm labor where he lives in California, but also because it does a better job than humans can. He also says that while autonomous tractors are feasible, it needs to be cheaper and more reliable for farmers to use. Overall, driverless tractors could allow the farmer to produce more crops to feed the world. Because the tractor can run all hours of the day where the farmer cannot, their driverless tractor will be getting more food in the ground ready to grow for food. Another dilemma farmers face is not being able to take out the crops they have fast enough before bad weather hits. With the new driverless tractor, they may be able to plant more food because they will be able to get it all harvested because the tractor can operate at all hours.